Hello friends, happy fall. This is Robyn. Welcome to mypinkstamper.com. I'm so happy that you're with me today. I have a really nice fall themed, obviously, right? Fall themed card for you today using the Love of Leaves stamp set with some of the stitched dies that coordinate with this. Okay, I'm also only using one ink pad. It's going to be simple stamping, but I'm going to show you at least one new technique in this video. And we'll go ahead and jump in. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for visiting me. Don't forget to take a second and click the little subscribe button and click the little notification bell. You'll be notified every time I have a brand new video for you. Okay, so we are going to start with our stamping. We're going to be stamping these two pieces right here. And I do need a background piece of paper, and I have my grid paper right here. This is our Stampin' grid paper. I'm just going to have it off the screen just a little bit. Now we're using Blackberry Bliss ink pad. This is part of our Regals collection. I had to think for a second. I almost forgot. And oh, before I forget, if you would like any of these products you see in today's video, they can be found directly on my shopping page, shop.mypinkstamper.com, if you're anywhere in the United States. Okay, so we'll go ahead and open this up. And then we're going to be using Blackberry Bliss cardstock. This is cut 4 by 5 1/4, and I just used our paper trimmer to cut up my paper pieces. Now I'm going to be using this leaf right here, and then I'm also going to be using I'm So Glad You're in My Life, but you really could use any of the sentiments. And okay, let's go ahead, and we're going to be using this leaf right here, like I just said. I'll go ahead and ink this up, and this is kind of a watercolor-ish kind of ink or stamp, so you're not going to get a solid image, and that's okay because I just want this to just be in the background all over. And if you want it lighter, you can even stamp it off first. Okay. And some of you may have received this card in the mail from me. I sent this to some of my July customers who ordered on my online page, or my online shopping page, shopping site, can't even, store. Let's see, while I have that open, I'll go ahead and stamp on this. This is crumb cake cardstock, cut at 3/4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and grab that because I forgot to grab it a second ago. Yes, everyone that orders on my shopping page gets a hand-stamped card in the mail from me. And I also throw in little goodies if your order is over $50. You get little surprises in the mail. All right. Let's just put this right here. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm sure you can find someone that you can give this to. And I used thank you on the cards that I sent, but I am so glad that you're all in my life too. So I really could have used either. Okay, now I'm gonna pull out our Simply Scored tool. And so we're gonna be doing a little bit of scoring. I don't need the stamps anymore. This is our Simply Scored tool, and it comes with a little stylus. And this helps you if you want to do, you can just do lines and score them, kind of embosses them, or you can even do squares. So I'm going to turn it like this, and I'm just going to do lines across. So I'm going to start here, and this is 4 inches. So I'm going to start at 3 3/4 and just push down. I'm using the side with the big ball, and there's a smaller metal ball on the end. And then I'm going to come over here and do it 3 1/4. So it'll be every 1/2 inch. And then I'll do 2 3/4, 2 1/4, 1 3/4, 1 1/4, and then I'll do 3/4, and I'll do 1/4. And that gives a nice textured look. You guys can see that. Oops, I just threw that on my floor. That's all right. It doesn't really matter. Can you see the texture on here? You can turn it over, and you could use this side as well. Okay. And now I can go ahead and do some of the other pieces on this card. I'm going to be using all of this. And I'm going to be using our brand new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is available right now on my shopping page. I'm so excited. It became available September 1st, 2020. And I love it. I love that it's so compact. It's lighter than the old machine. And I love that I could just store it directly underneath my table. I'm gonna go ahead and move this up a little bit. And we'll just put our dies right in here. And on the very bottom plate, it tells you all of the different sandwich formulas for whatever you're doing. If you're doing embossing with folders, we have 2 different kind of folders. But I'm going to be just cutting. So I will start with Bumblebee cardstock. And I'm going to have the large die, the large leaf. And then I also want to use the texture. There's texture as well. So I'm going to add that in there. Okay, just have it in there somewhere. And then I might have room for all of these on here. Now I'm using crushed curry. And I'm going to use this leaf right here. And I also want the texture piece in there down. It kind of just embosses it, some texture in it. And then I'm using Old Olive. It's just a scrap of our Old Olive cardstock. And then I'm using this size leaf. You can use these dies and the stamp set for scrapbooking, boxes, bags, tags, really anything you want. I'm just going to put this in here, hold it down, and then just simply run it through. And there's this handle on the top if you want to hold it. And it just is nice and smooth. Okay, now I can just set it aside. And we can finish this card up right now. Go ahead and just pull these off. And I'll show you what they look like. You just simply pull them out. And you can use either, you could use this paper. You see how it has the stitched on there, the stitched look. But we're just gonna be using this piece right here. That's nice and has the texture in it to complete our card. And I'll just put that with my scraps. I'll put my dies away. Just quickly pull these off. Put that in my scraps. All right. Okay, set those aside. I'm quiet tonight, I'm sorry. Or you're welcome. If you're new to my channel, you're probably not used to me talking as much, but I usually chat away my videos with you all. I have more projects and a lot of other fun stuff directly on my website, on my blog, mypinkstamper.com. That's where you can find me. If you're ever looking to see if I have new projects or ideas or online classes, you can always find me over there. Okay, so let's start with our finish with our card base. This is Old Olive cardstock. It's cut at 5.5 by 8.5 inches. I'm just going to use our bone folder, and I'm gonna fold it in half. You can score it first at 4 1/4 if you'd like to get a nice tight crease. And now I can just start layering these up. So I'm going to take this piece here, and I'm going to use I'm using our seal, Stampin' Seal Plus. We have brand new Stampin' Seal and the Plus, and I like them both. I love them both. I tend to grab the Plus a little bit more often than I do just the regular seal. And when I'm using cardstock that's embossed like this, I like to put adhesive all around all 4 sides. This helps it to stay flat. Just make sure that you put it down where you want it, because once it's down with the Seal Plus, it's pretty much there forever. Okay, so now I'll take some adhesive and I'm going to just put it on this leaf that we used, the Bumblebee cardstock, which is one of our new in colors for the year. Okay, and I'm going to have this just right here, just flat. And I'm also going to take this Old Olive leaf and I'm just going to put it right on here. Now I'm going to flip this over And I'm going to grab some of our Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'll just add 2. 2 is plenty on this one. Take the backing off, and then I'm going to add this right here. And I'm going to take some of our braided linen trim. Make sure I have my scissors available right next to me, my paper snips. And I'm going to just do a little bow like this. Never work. They never work when I'm doing videos, but that wasn't very positive. I'm going to get this one to work. Okay, a nice bow. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it. And I will take a glue dot right here, put this on the back, and I'll just put this right on here. And so now I'm finished with a fun fall card for you. Here is one that the same one that I did, but I made a thank you card instead. I hope you enjoyed my video today. I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw today. And don't forget, you can find any of these product to make this card, any of these products, over directly on my shopping page, shopmypinkstamper.com. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.